Good morning, dear students. Today, we are going to start with the next topic of the chapter aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acid. So, the new topic is carboxylic acid. In this, we will see the method of preparation of carboxylic acid, its physical chemical property. Before starting it, we have completed the aldehyde ketones chemical properties. Only the substitution reaction of the aryl group is left. So let's see the ring substitution reaction. Electrophilic substitution reaction. Aromatic aldehyde and ketones undergo electrophilic substitution reaction like benzene ring. So carbonyl group shows plus R or plus M effect. Therefore, it acts as a deactivating group, and this aldehydic group is meta directing in nature. So, when you will see the reactions of aromatic aldehyde and ketones like halogenation, nitration, sulfonation, then it occurs at meta position. Electrophilic substitution reaction in aromatic aldehydes and ketones undergoes like nitration, sulfonation, and halogenation. The aldehydic group and ketonic group are electron withdrawing and they are deactivating. Aldehyde and ketone are the electron withdrawing group. So here you can see I have made the resonating structure. So aldehyde and ketone are electron withdrawing group from the benzene ring, which create low electron density in ortho and para. So whenever the attack will be there, it will attack at the meta position, which is more dense. So here you can see positive charge at ortho and para position. So electrophile cannot attack at ortho para. Instead, it attack at meta position. So first one is the halogenation. You will see the chlorination. In benzaldehyde, when benzaldehyde are added with the current of dry chlorine, chlorine gas is easily absorbed and the evolution of hydrogen chloride takes place. The stream of chlorine is continued until no more hydrogen chloride is evolved. Stream of dry air or carbon dioxide is then passed through the apparatus, and in order to remove an excess of chlorine, then benzyl chloride is obtained by the distillation as a colorless fuming liquid. You can see in the reaction when halogenation takes place, then for example if benzaldehyde is there, so this benzylic carbon is more reactive. But when the chlorination takes place at low temperature, then only it is possible. This reaction takes place at low temperature condition. Now, for example, if anhydrous AlCl3 is there, if I will put anhydrous AlCl3 and then chlorination, then it takes place at the meta position. Chlorine will attack at the meta position. Nitration, you can see in case of nitration, benzaldehyde and acetophenone. This is the case of benzaldehyde. Here nitration means HONO2. HONO2. So what will happen? Hydrogen of the meta, there is removal of water and NO2 will go at the meta. Similarly, in case of acetophenone also, H of the meta and OH from the HNO3 will remove and NO2 will come at the meta. So there is formation of meta-nitrobenzaldehyde. This is meta-nitrobenzaldehyde, and second one is the meta-nitroacetophenone. Next reaction is sulfonation. You can see in the sulfonation also, when the aldehydes or ketone both undergo sulfonation, it gives meta derivatives. So you can see here benzaldehyde and sulfuric acid. When it react with sulfuric acid, that is, I am writing HOSO3H, right? So hydrogen of the meta and OH from the acid will remove in the form of water, and there is formation of meta-benzyl sulfonic acid. This is meta-benzaldehyde sulfonic acid, and in some books the name metaformyl benzene sulfonic acid is also there. Same is the case of acetophenone. Formation of meta-acetophenone sulfonic acid takes place with the removal of H2O. After this plus, there is a formation of H2O byproduct. Now we start with the next topic and the last topic of the chapter, carboxylic acid. When we talk about the carboxylic acid, it contains COOH as the functional group, and that's why they are called as the carboxylic acid. The COOH group, which itself is made up of carbonyl group and hydroxyl group, is called carboxyl group. Carb for the carbonyl and oxyl is for the hydroxy. So you can see here carbonyl group is there. This is the carbonyl group. So we use the word carb for this group. And hydroxy group is there. We use the word oxyl. That's why this functional group is known as carboxyl group. Functional group of carboxylic acid is the carboxyl group, which can be represented in any of the three ways. We can represent the carboxylic acid either RCOOH in this way, by the double bond of oxygen and OH group, carbonyl and hydroxyl group separately, RCOOH or RCO2H. All the three are same. When we talk about IUPAC names, carboxylic acids named by replacing E of the main chain with the oic acid. For example, methane. So you have to replace E of methane with the oic. So we call it as methanoic acid. COOH group carbon atom is numbered C1, means carbon of COOH group. If COOH group is there, then your rule is select the longest carbon chain. So you have to keep this functional group in your longest carbon chain, and number 1 is given to this carboxyl carbon only. Compounds containing many COOH group, then you have to add di, tri, tetra to the suffix. For example, if you will see this example, number 1 to this carbon, 2 and 3. 3 carbon are there. So propane, and instead of E, oic acid is there. So we call it as propanoic acid. Next one you can see at 4 methyl group is there. So 4 methyl, total number of carbon 5. So pentane, instead of E, oic acid. 4 methyl pentanoic acid. Carboxylic acid containing 2 carboxyl group are called dicarboxyl acid, and their systematic name have the suffix dioic. For example, you can see here 2 carbon are there and both are having the COOH group. So this is known as ethane dioic acid, and its general name is the oxalic acid. You will use this oxalic acid in your titration practical, titration with the KMNO4. Second one is the 3 carbon acid, propane dioic acid, or you can call it as propane 1,3-dioic acid. Its general name is malonic acid. Next one is 6 carbon acid. You can call it as hexane dioic acid or hexane 1,6-dioic acid. Its name is adipic acid. In bio you have learned this name, adipic acid. Cycloalkane bonded to COOH are named as cycloalkane carboxylic acid. Cycloalkane carboxylic acid. So aromatic acids are named as benzoic acid and cycloderivative are named as cycloalkane carboxylic acid. So you can see the cyclo compounds here. At third, bromo is there. So 3-bromo cyclohexane carboxylic acid. Full name of hexane is there. E is not substituted by OH. So 3-bromo cyclohexane carboxylic acid. Here it is 1-cyclopentane carboxylic acid. In case of aromatic, if COOH group above the benzene, then it is benzenoic acid. So your main chain is this benzoic acid. Now here it is number 1 to this and number 2 to the OH carbon. 2-hydroxy benzoic acid. Third one is 3-nitrobenzoic acid. So your main chain is this benzoic acid. And then you can name the substituent accordingly according to the position. Don't write ortho, meta and para in case of IUPAC system. You have to specify numbers only. Now when we talk about common names, all common names of acid end in ic acid, adipic acid, methanoic acid, formic acid, acetic acid, like this. Position of substituent on the chain are labeled with the Greek letter. So when you will see the chemical property, in that case you will see alpha carbon, beta carbon. So COOH is the functional group. This is the functional group. So carbon attached to the functional group is alpha, neighboring one is beta, next one is gamma, delta, eta and so on. So in this way, for example, if second carbon is having chloro, so you can write 2-chlorobutanoic acid, 2-chlorobutanoic acid, or you can write it as alpha chlorobutyric acid. Beta phenyl means at third position phenyl group is there. Benzene group is phenylic group. So in this table you can see the IUPAC names and common names of the few acid. For example, few you know very well, that methanoic acid known as formic acid, ethanoic acid known as acetic acid, propanoic acid known as acrylic acid. So these are the names of IUPAC names and common names of few acid. Please go through it. Now we will see the method of preparation. When we will see the method of preparation, few method of preparation of carboxylic acids are there, in which the important one are oxidation. The best and the most important is the oxidation of alkyl benzene, oxidation of alkene, oxidation of alcohol and oxidation of aldehyde. So when oxidation reaction will be there, then formation of carboxylate takes place. Carboxylation of the Grignard reagent. With the help of Grignard reagent, we can increase the number of carbon. And hydrolysis of nitrile. For nitrile also, if nitrile CN group is there, number of carbon will be increased. So first we will see the oxidation of alkyl benzene. Aromatic acids are obtained by the vigorous oxidation of alkyl benzene with a number of oxidizing agent such as acidic or alkaline potassium permanganate KMnO4, acidified potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 or even dilute HNO3. Because of higher reactivity of benzylic hydrogen as compared to other hydrogen on the alkyl chain, oxidation occur at this carbon. As I told you, in the haloalkane haloarenes, benzylic carbon is very reactive. During these oxidation, the aromatic nucleus remains intact, but the entire side chain is oxidized to COOH. irrespective of the length of carbon chain. The COOH group formed is always attached to the aromatic ring. Means whenever the oxidation take place, this R alkyl group will convert to COOH. Whether this alkyl is having 2 carbon, 4, 5 carbon, 100 carbon or 1000 carbon. Doesn't matter. Whatever the number of carbon are there, if it is primary or secondary carbon, then it will always give rise benzoic acid. Only it is not applicable for tertiary, as the tertiary carbon is not having hydrogen. So you will see when toluene having 1 carbon oxidized, it will oxidize to COOH, benzoic acid. Here ethyl benzene 2 carbon is attached, then also it is converted to benzoic acid. It means whatever the number of carbon are there, it will finally converted to benzoic acid. For example, if your compound will be C, C and C. This is 2 degree carbon. On oxidation, it also gives benzoic acid. But if the carbon is 3 degree, if it is the case of tertiary butyl benzene and oxidation will takes place, it will give no reaction. No action will takes place. And presence of electron withdrawing group in the benzene ring increases the reactivity, as you know very well. For example, NO2. If along with the toluene, NO2 group is there here anywhere, then it increases the reactivity. So the formation of para-nitrobenzoic acid takes place easily. NO2 will remain as it is here, and benzoic acid, this carbon will convert to acidic carbon. Next is oxidation of alkenes. When we talk about oxidation of alkenes, then you can see in the reaction formation of carboxylic acid takes place. Same oxidizing agent can also be used to oxidize substituted alkenes or alkenes to yield carboxylic acid. For example, you can see here, this is the alkene. This is the alkene. On oxidation with KMnO4 in acidic medium, it will give rise to molecule of carboxylic acid. So, for example, if I will take the butene, CH3, CH double bond, CH, CH3. On oxidation, butene gave rise to molecule of CH3 COOH. Means double bond will break. So this side carbon and this side carbon will convert to the acid, carboxylic acid. Oxidation of alcohol. This you have seen in the previous chapter also. When alcohols oxidized with a strong oxidizing agent, it will convert to carboxylic acid. If 1 degree alcohol is there, it will convert to carboxylic acid with the same number of carbon atom. You can see in the example, 4-methyl pentane 1-ol convert to 4-methyl pentanoic acid. OH group gets convert to the, this CH2OH will convert to the COOH, carboxylic acid. Oxidation of aldehyde, you know, oxidation of alcohol converts to aldehyde and then carboxylic acid. So aldehydic position will also convert to the carboxylic acid by the mild or the strong oxidizing agent. Whether you can use the mild oxidizing agent or you can use the strong oxidizing agent. For example, hexanal convert to hexanoic acid. In aldehydes only converts to the carboxylic acid with the same number of carbon. If ketones are there, it will oxidize further to the carboxylic acid with the lesser number of carbon. Now, carboxylation of the Grignard reagent. When Grignard reagent undergo carboxylation, this is the nucleophilic addition reaction. You can see here alkyl or aryl magnesium. This is alkyl or aryl magnesium. It is added to the carbon dioxide. So what will happen? This bond will break and the carbon will bonded with the magnesium. So here the formation of this product takes place, which will undergo hydrolysis. HOH. So OH and MgX will remove as the byproduct, and this H will attach to form the carboxylic acid. This is the method to convert Grignard reagent into carboxylic acid. Then few more reactions of carboxylation are there. You can see here aromatic compounds or the substituted aromatic compounds can also undergo this reaction. This is the bromine. First magnesium react, it will form the Grignard reagent. This Grignard reagent in presence of carbon dioxide and water converts to COOH, 2,4,6 trimethyl benzoic acid. Here also Grignard reagent, carboxylic acid. Aromatic compound also converts to the carboxylic acid. It means it is applicable for both aliphatic and aromatic. Then hydrolysis of nitrile. Nitriles are first hydrolyzed to amides and then to acid. It means amides can also work for the same. Alkyl nitrile, this is the alkyl halide. You have seen this reaction in first chapter of the second book. Alkyl halide in presence of NaCN or KCN converts to RCN. Now it's complete hydrolysis. When complete hydrolysis is there, it will convert to carboxylic acid. So formation of nitrile involve nucleophilic substitution reaction. Primary alkyl halide undergo SN2 substitution bimolecular. Aromatic nitrile cannot be prepared through this method but still can hydrolyze to give the aromatic carboxylic acid, and nitrile is refluxed with the dilute acid H2SO4 and HCl to form the carboxylic acid because hydrolysis is in the presence of acidic medium. You can see the reaction here. This is alkyl halide. When it reacts with NaCN, this Na and Br will be removed and formation of nitrile take place. Now hydrolysis HOH. HOH. So here the removal of ammonia takes place. H, N and both these H. There is a removal of NH3. Now this O and OH forms a bond with carbon and forms COOH. So here the formation of ammonia and the carboxylic acid takes place. One cycloderivative is there. Same reaction will take place in the case of cycloderivative. NaBr will be removed and CN will be attached here. This CN then further hydrolysis gives the COOH. Next are the physical properties of carboxylic acid. Now physical properties and the leftover chemical properties we will see in the next video. Thank you. God bless you.